Hi everyone, I'm Michelle from Ivy and Hayes Art Studio. Today we have a very simple message and it's just enjoy today. So that's what we're going to try to do. As I'm filming this, it's the Saturday right before Thanksgiving and there's a lot of stuff going on, but I just wanted to come into the studio today and just relax, and I know everything's going to work out. The turkey is going to get made, everything is going to happen and get done that needs to get done. But today I'm just going to take the message to heart. It's a simple one, but it's not always easy. So let's go ahead and just enjoy a few minutes today. We're going to work with some blues. I'm going to do a puddle pour. It's just going to be blues and some whites, and we're going to swipe right through it and tilt it off. So it's going to be a real easy pour. I needed to just come in here today and just decompress a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get my hair up, my gloves on, and then we'll pour. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and first of all, we're going to put down some titanium white, and we're just going to kind of flood it all around the canvas, and I'll tilt that off. But before we do that, let me show you the colors that we have. We're going to start out with a Cerulean blue, and that is by Winsor and Newton. And then we've got, it's called Blue Eyes. It's a pigment by TLP. And then we have Pearl White, which is by Amsterdam. And then we have Pearl Blue. Doesn't look blue right now, but it will when it dries. That's a Pearl Blue by Amsterdam. Then we have Blue Quartz by FolkArt. We have a tiny little bit of Abalone left. I'm going to use that up. And then we got titanium white, and we're going to just kind of put that all over. And then we're going to put little puddles of these colors on top of the white. And then I've got a white cell activator. So we're going to tilt it off a little bit, and then we're going to run through the colors with some white cell activator. So should be fun, should be easy. That's what I wanted today, something easy, and wanted to just enjoy myself. So, okay, let's go ahead and get the titanium white. And I did check the consistency of all the colors just to kind of make sure they were all the same. You want to have your colors, the consistency is pretty close, to each other as possible. That way they don't mess up your pour, which they can do if they're not all the same consistency. Okay, that's a little bit of titanium white. I'm going to just kind of move it around a little bit. And then we'll put the colors on top of this too. And I'm sure we're going to have to torch it. Okay, let's start with the Cerulean blue. Just going to put a little bit of these colors in different places. This is just such a fun technique. Super easy, and just it always gives a nice result. So I thought, you know what? I just want something that I know that I know is going to work out and easy today. So anyway, there's our Cerulean blue. I don't want to get too close to the edge because some of the, they will probably roll off when we tilt. So, okay, this one here is called Blue Eyes. I'm sure it's probably in homage to Frank Sinatra and his beautiful blue eyes. So we're just going to kind of put all these different colors all over the place. Okay, now we'll do some pearl white. And I'm going to kind of do the pearls in between some of the other colors or close to the other colors. I don't know how it's going to show up against a white background. but it's so pretty. It's such a pretty color. We'll do a little of each. We'll put it in different places. So, like I said, Thanksgiving is in a few days from now, and so we are all excited. Gonna have my grandkids over. This is a blue. It's the, I'm gonna put this on top of the other blues too. This is called Pearl Blue, and it's a beautiful, beautiful color. I'm gonna put it on the dark ones because I don't know how it's gonna show up if I pour it directly onto the white. So we're gonna go ahead and just That's what's so fun about fluid art. There's absolutely no rules. See, and I just got some drips there, so guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put some there. So it'll look like I meant to do that. Okay. And now we've got this one here. This is a quartz, blue quartz. So we'll put this everywhere in between. I think I said this last time I did a puddle pour, but I remember I used to watch people doing puddle pours and I would think, put it over there. There's an empty spot. You missed a spot. So sorry if I don't get it exactly where you're thinking I should. I'm trying to look for some bare spots here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, where, let's see, let's do one over here. Maybe another one here. These might pour off, but that's okay. That's too close to the other one. Okay, now let's get the little bit that we have, the leftover abalone, and we'll just kind of dot it in places. This is really shimmery and really pretty. I'll go here. Here. We'll just use it up. There's not much left. Okay, that should work. All right, so let's see. I think we should have enough paint on here, but I'm gonna put a little bit of white on the edges just to make sure that it can get to the corners. Okay, tilt this off. Actually, I'm just going to move it around at first. Then we're gonna torch it. And then I'm gonna swipe it. And then we will tilt it off. But for right now, let's just go ahead and move this around. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and torch this. And we're torching this to get some of the bubbles out of here. Yeah, I see quite a few bubbles. I mixed up the paints earlier today, but a couple of them were a little bit thicker, so I had to add some water. So when I was stirring the water around, that's when the the bubbles came in there. So we're going to go ahead and just put some of this on here, and then you'll see some little cells pop up. And it just kind of adds another thing to look at. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and swipe, and you just want to do it real gently. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and I think I'm gonna go up. Let's do that. We'll go up. And we're barely gonna glide. Do I want it? I have another size. Let me do a different size here because I think that's going to be too thick, the palette knife that I have right now. So let's go ahead and just one on the corner. And these might go off, but okay. Let's see, maybe I will meet this one or continue this. Coming through here. I think this is going to be really, really pretty. Okay, let's get this out of here. So let's go ahead and we'll start. Let's see. We'll start over here in that corner. Okay. And then let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to the center, and we'll just keep on going, and we'll take it off this corner over here, I think. There we go. Okay. And we'll make it off that corner. Kind of like a little tip of white on there. Okay. All right. Now we'll take this back. I feel like paint dripping all over my arms. And we'll take this back and we'll go off this corner here next. And we have, I think we have just the right amount of paint on here. Not too much. And I think it's going to be enough to come all the way back down here. And we'll have a nice little white corner over here. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Okay, let me go ahead and bring you in. I'll go ahead and bring you in, and then we'll kind of go over this together, see what we think. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and get the camera down and then I'll show you up close. Okay, and here is the wet result. So let's take a look and see what we have here. A lot of nice lacing on here. I love the way that the blues blended together. It's really, really pretty. Got a combination of just color, and then we have the lacing that we went through it with when we swiped. That looks really, really nice too. Really pretty lacing. The Australian Floetrol is just, it gives you such nice, nice lacing on here. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wait for this to dry, and then I will show you the dry results. Okay, here we have the dry results. Look how pretty that lacing is. It's very, very nice. We've got some nice shimmer pops. Not too much, but just enough to add a little bit more interest to the painting. Love the way the blues merged together, the way they blended, and look at how pretty that is up there. The lacing up there is really pretty. So thank you so much for watching. I hope it was enjoyable for you, and I hope you come back. I hope you consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and please take a look at the linked video if you'd like to see another episode. I think that's a wrap, and I hope you come back. Bye for now.